thing I did. I've found a newfound appreciation for my classical guitar. I used to hate playing it because it's very wide. It's very wide at the neck and it's kind of hard to bar chords, and also because I play electric, so I'm more used to playing like down here. But I've actually found an appreciation for just the nice sound it has. But anyways, I'd like to make a short little video talking about distraction, and I think we all kind of know how many distractions there are already. Like, the internet itself is just a huge distraction, and you know, there are the main biggest ones, which are like, you know, social media, porn, like junk food, like dopamine giving stuff, like instant gratification. Those are like the distractions that are bad. And then you have like the better ones, which are like, I don't know, reading or, you know, working, I guess. That's kind of a distraction from whatever you want to call it. Like, you could say it's a distraction. But I specifically want to talk about like the politics and the news and all that kind of stuff, like how that is actually a distraction from whatever's going on. So essentially, a few days ago, this weekend, I went to a festival which was all kind of based around like being in nature and, you know, appreciating like the earth and everything. Like, we brought our own like plates. It's like very eco-friendly, and people were like playing guitar by the river in little groups, and there was loads of hippies smoking weed everywhere. It's a very chill experience, and I really, really appreciated going. But I noticed that my friends were kind of like distracted in a bad way. Like, they couldn't go a whole day without going on their phone and checking all their apps, like, oh, Instagram or Twitter. Like, I don't know, man, that's not what I specifically wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about one of my friends, right? He brought up Leonardo DiCaprio, and he started saying, like, you guys noticed, wait, let me try and impersonate him. Have you guys noticed how Leonardo DiCaprio only dates like younger women? Like, it's so sad, and it must be like such a lonely life. Like, doesn't he want love in his life? Like, he said that, and I was like taken aback. I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? So I just said, like, why the fuck do you care? He's a multi-millionaire. He doesn't care about your opinion. And then the conversation was over. But it's true, man. Why do you care about some, like, you know, celebrity drama, like, oh, Megan Fox and MGK or whoever the fuck? Like, who cares? Like, it's all just gossip and drama that you don't really need to give a shit about. Like, if something doesn't help you in your life, then why do you give energy towards it? You know, like, people are so obsessed with like other people's business. Like, I've really noticed this with like my friend group and everything. Like, they're still on social media, of course, so they probably hold a lot of their personal like value on like their social media like presence or whatever. But why do you care about other people's business is all I'm saying. Like, like, I've got a point, okay? He is a multi-millionaire. Like, no one cares. Like, he doesn't care. Why the fuck does he care if you think he's sad? Like, he's probably a lot happier like than you are. And the thing is, like, it's possible that if you were in his position, you'd probably be doing the same thing. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, dating younger women, that's not that bad. Like, he has like a preference. What's so bad about that? It's like, it's not like it's ageist to only date young people. Just because he's 50, you know? Like, he can give a girl a good time, good for him, you know? And then there's also like the overall like news. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Andrew Tate for a second, because I personally have been like kind of, before I went on this like camping trip / festival, I was very, very closely following the Andrew Tate case, because I believe that it's like really like not like a good thing that's happening to him. Like, he doesn't deserve it. It's very against justice or injustice or whatever the word is, right? But now I've kind of taken a step back and I realized like it doesn't really matter. Like, it's an injustice that's just upsetting me and like affecting me negatively, and I probably need to cut it out of my life and stop caring about it, and instead like focus on what I'm doing right now, focus on the present moment. Like if you're not focusing on the present, dude, if you're not focusing on the present moment, then like you're just letting your life kind of slip by. And that's how I felt when I still played video games, when I didn't take care of my health. I didn't really like love myself at all. I had a very low self-esteem because I was still like on Instagram and everything. Like I think Instagram is like the probably worst social media ever, because it's like everyone posts like their happiest highlights or whatever. And it's very hard to be like genuine on there. I'm sorry. My cat was about to kill a chick. Wait, let me... Look, you can see him right there. And those are the little chicks. Hey! Come here. Let me take care of you. Alright, alright. Get this little motherfucker out of here. Stay with mommy. I gotta keep a close eye on this one because he's killed like multiple chicks now. And it's really, really bad, but... The reason I'm talking specifically and calling it like distractions is because the time that I've spent on Twitter, I've noticed there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I noticed like, oh, it's the Super Bowl time, and that's technically a distraction for people. And I keep seeing this meme that was like, keep them entertained and they'll never revolt, or something like that. And then there's also, everyone keeps talking about this alien invasion or something on the news, like an unidentified flying object. And then there was also like a Chinese air space balloon thing that was like apparently it was spying on America or something. Like there's just all these things that were happening around the news and everything, and there's just I just noticed it, like, man, there's so many distractions, like distraction after distraction after distraction, and people are just kind of eating it up, you know. They're eating that shit up, you know, like the way they say it. Like it's just weird, man. Like we have to like take notice of all these distractions and how often they're coming up, like thing after thing after thing. Like if you follow the news, like there's always something going on, and it's not like the best use of our time and energy to worry about all these things. Like I think the best thing I've done for my mental health is stop giving a shit about the news, because the news is just filled with like fear and drama and, you know, crazy things like, oh, the world is ending, and, you know, fucking like this COVID strain has killed people, or people are now dying because of taking the COVID jab. It's like, man, I've got 4 jabs. I hope I don't die. Like now I'm scared I'm gonna fucking die. But yeah, I mean, that's all I gotta say. Like you just be aware of like what content you're consuming. Like if you're watching this video right now, like I appreciate you, first of all, and also you probably have a good attention span to like listen to some random bitch talk for like 10 minutes. Try not to give in to the things that are quite distracting, right? Like things that don't really matter. Like celebrity drama does not matter. It doesn't affect you personally unless you are the person being talked about. But it doesn't, if it doesn't affect you, then I don't think you should care, you know? But yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. Like, yeah.